Do you know how long we've been waiting for this? Oh my goodness. Now, DABI is here, and I'm just like, I don't know how to think right now because I'm I'm 50-50. Like, I gotta say this from the start. I'm 50-50 on whether DABI is Endeavor's son. Part of me thinks he is, part of me thinks like knowing Horikoshi, he doesn't always go down the cliche kind of route, so who knows what he's gonna do? So like, I'm so hyped though. I really am so hyped because this chapter was amazing. This fight was, like, it was so sick. I don't even know. I can't even explain how great it was. It really, really and truly. These past couple of videos have been always, and I always have been. I've been referring it to the All Might versus All for One Kamen Award arc, but I really feel like you can't compare these two in terms of greatness. Like both these two fights are amazing. And I really can't say what's better because, to be honest, it depends on you on what you think of Endeavour as a character. Like, in my opinion, this fight was as good as the All Might versus All for One fight. Now, but other people's obviously views on depending if they even like the character or make them think otherwise. But yeah, let's actually go and start talking about DABI. Okay, so if DABI is Endeavor's son, then this is crazy because one of the things which I truly believe is I think DABI is the one that orchestrated this whole thing. Regardless if he's Endeavor's son or not, I think DABI orchestrated it. And if he didn't, it was definitely the League of Villains. Like, come on, Nomu is always the League of Villains. We know this. But however, this is why I think it's DABI. Now, if you go to, I can't remember the chapter, but it's basically the start of this. It's when I think it's the chapter when they're doing all the top 10 heroes kind of thing. So it's like 5 or 6 chapters ago. And it's when we first get the introduction of who Hired is. Someone's talking to him and they're like, oh, I'm very impressed or something along the lines of that. I think that's DABI, to be honest. I feel like right now what the League of Villains is doing, we know Shigaraki has been scheming, he's been pawning. Oh my gosh, how can I forget? They've got the quirk bullets. Now, when I remember this, my heart clenched itself because I was just thinking, wait, what's going on? Like, I can't believe I've forgotten about the quirk bullets. Now that I've remembered it, I'm even more terrified because I'm thinking, hang on, let's say DABI's got the quirk bullets. This is the number 1 and number 2 heroes that he can just take out just like that. So, like, it's the stakes are real right now. It really and truly is. So as I was saying, let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, what I think Shigaraki's doing right now, we know that they're working. We know that the League of Villains are always doing something behind the curtains, behind the scenes, and we know that their main goal, you could say, is to make the trust that the heroes place, no, that society place in the heroes, make that trust fall, make that trust cripple and weaken, because that's what they want to do. And Shigaraki doesn't believe in how, like, they should have this symbol and all that kind of stuff. Like, when I think it was chapter 69 or chapter 70 when Shigaraki says, like, each and every one of you guys are walking around with quirks which can kill someone and you're not scared. Like, what these heroes, they make you feel that you shouldn't be scared. So that's what they want to cripple. They want to destroy that trust. So let's say this is DABI. DABI's orchestrating this whole thing. Now, this is the big fight, you know, the number 1 hero. Endeavor's coming in, like, his back is to the wall, he's fighting a villain, and society, they're getting scared. You've been seeing it, even my guy, Civilian number 1. Like, these people are getting terrified and scared, but they're still placing their trust in Endeavor. What happens now that Endeavor's won? He's come out on the top, he did the pose. What happens once he's done this, and then DABI comes in saying, I am your son? Like some reverse Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader kind of thing. We know Horikoshi loves Star Wars, so it's probably gonna happen. So, like, what will happen? Like, what's gonna be the implications, the ramifications of that for society, for this series as a whole, and for Endeavor as his career? Like, it's crazy because you're seeing, it's really interesting, and I feel like what Todoroki's experiencing is what a lot of fans are experiencing as well. A lot of people didn't like Endeavor as a character because of what he's done to his kids. Todoroki doesn't like Endeavor as a father because of what he's done to him. However, Todoroki is slightly conflicted. Like, you see it, if you go back to chapter 167, this is the chapter when Endeavor's like to Todoroki, I'll become a hero that you can be proud of, and he's like, whatever, like, I don't care kind of stuff. But you're seeing it in this chapter, and Todoroki's like, I'm watching you. Like, I think one of my favourite panels from this chapter is definitely after Endeavor does this, that's one of them, and like, one of the other ones is when Todoroki, he like falls down to the ground in relief, like, he's like, oh, thank God, like, he's alive, he's survived. And I feel like Todoroki's at a point where he's kind of just like how he was with his mum, you know, like he couldn't forget what his mum did to him, but he still had to process these feelings, and he wanted to speak to his mother. I think he's somewhere similar along the lines of, and with his father, like he's not forgotten what his father's done, but he's recognizing that he wants to change, so he too is processing what's happening as well. And yeah, I really think that page where you see all of the kids, and even Todoroki shouts, I'm watching. You see all of the kids, like, their different reactions. I really think that was pretty awesome. So, yeah, Endeavour, man. Is he going to be redeemed? I don't know, but, like, regardless of that, Horikoshi's a great writer to either way to represent these themes. Like, how grounded is he is this series in the sense of bringing forth a character that is characterized with abuse, characterized with abuse to kids, like, and he's doing this, like, Horikoshi. I'm really impressed. I really am, like, and it's made the readers feel different ways, made them feel one way and another way. So it's like, this is what literature does. Like, this is what it should be doing. It should invoke feelings. You should be able to relate to it. You should be able to process certain things and what's the word? Not create, but you should be able to. Yeah, let's just fine. Let's go with the word process. You should be able to process certain responses. There we go, or like output certain responses. That's the word that I was thinking of. But yeah, let me not go on a tangent. So sticking back to this chapter. Okay, one of the awesome things. How cool was it that Endeavour did the Plus Ultra? If some of you guys have forgotten, Endeavour actually went to UEA. Like, he was a student there. He's an alumni. So when he was saying, I've hated that school creed, I was just like, my guy, he did the Plus Ultra prominence burn. I'm loving this attack. This move that Endeavour's doing is unbelievable. It's awesome. Yeah, man. The fact that I just realised after my second or third read through, he did this prominence burn, he flew himself all the way up holding High End, whilst his arm is still in High End's jaws, while it's still clenched inside. So when you see Endeavour doing like that, his other arm's black, at first I thought that was just like, you know, Horikoshi doing some cool shading. No, like, that's actually been bruised. That arm was inside High End's jaw. Now, there was something which was pretty interesting that Endeavour noted, and he said something along the lines of High End acting more animalistic or beastly. I'm not sure how that occurred, because I don't know, maybe that's the fire, like it fried his brain kind of, or the chemistry within the brain, so he just kind of resorted to base Nomi. That's what I'm thinking. But this is one funny thing. I've been seeing it all over, like, comments, Twitter, Reddit. How is it that what's his name, Hawks, the goggles, how strong are these goggles? Are they made out of, like, I'm not even sure, adamantium or something? Like, wow. That was funny though, like the fact that the goggles actually saved him, that kind of made me laugh. But yeah, other than that, I'm really intrigued as to, Hawk says something along the lines of, my wings are nearly burned up. Now we know the whole symbolism of Icarus. It seems like Icarus, this theme that's been going on throughout the couple of chapters, it's been poised at both Endeavour and Hawks, which is really pretty cool. Like, at first I thought Hawks was just going to be a red herring for like the Icarus kind of thing, but no, both of them actually, to be honest. That's really pretty awesome. But yeah, see, I'm wondering if Hawks' wings being burned up, is that permanent, or is it something that's going to just grow back and it's taking time? You see at the end of this chapter, it's little wings, like extremely little. So I'm really intrigued by that, because then again, you know, stakes, all this kind of thing. And this is how I feel, like, how I really feel when I've been reading this whole fight is just like, hang on, regardless, let's say, okay, regardless if DABI doesn't come in and attack Endeavour, maybe DABI just comes in and he just wanted to see like he was just doing it as a test, seeing how Endeavor's going to perform, something like that. Like maybe he's just coming in and he's not going to attack and he's going to go away. Let's say he does that. Endeavour still got highly damaged. Like he is gonna be in hospital. Like he's not gonna be next day, you know, back on the streets fighting some villains. That's not gonna happen. So even Hawks as well, to be honest. Well, we don't really know about. We don't really know if Hawks can just like regenerate more wings on the spot. I highly doubt that though. But yeah, so those kind of two things. Either way, the number one and the number two heroes, they're out for some time. Maybe short a couple of weeks kind of thing, but either way, they take the number one and number two has taken a heavy hit. So I'm really intrigued as to what's gonna happen in the next couple of chapters. So intrigued. But like, yeah, man, color me hyped. Color me hyped because this chapter, I think that yeah, I've just enjoyed this fight so much ever since the introduction of High End, ever since seeing Endeavour and seeing more of what he can do with his quirk, seeing how like his stamina and his endurance. I really thought it was over for him last chapter, but like he just kept on going and going. Yeah, he is winning trust in society, I believe, and yeah, I'm just gonna really end it off that, guys. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments on what you thought of this chapter. This chapter was freaking amazing. If you guys don't really know much about the theory of DABI, check YouTube and that is pretty much all over the place. DABI being Endeavor's son, it kind of works out because like with the sons being in different gaps, different ages, and you know, yeah, it just seems like it's been heavily hinted and all that kind of stuff. So if DABI is Endeavor's son, like this is gonna be crazy. Like like how's Shoto gonna react? How's Todoroki gonna act? How's all of society gonna act, you know? One of the reasons why it may not be his son is, let's say it is. Endeavour doesn't even look shocked. Like Endeavour's not like, oh, it's you, like why are you here kind of thing. It's just like he's just looking at him, he's just like, wait, what? Like another villain kind of thing. So I don't know. And even Dabi's words, it's nice to meet you, I guess, Endeavour, like either it's saying like the way he said that it's like we've never met before. But either way, if he's the son, I'm here for this. I am here for this. All aboard. Let's get on this hype train because this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be absolutely crazy. But yeah, I just want to end it off on that panel with all my like, just the relief. This page is amazing, and it's just like, is Endeavour standing tall? He's up. He's standing for his victory. Like standing tall for his beginning. And the title's just really awesome in the chat. Like it's the beginning of Endeavour being the number one. It's the beginning of him being the symbol of peace, being the symbol that society can trust. And yeah, All Might's just face of relief's just amazing. Like he's just like, oh, finally. Like thank God. Like he survived. He's there. So yeah, guys, please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. What you thought about this chapter. If you liked anything I say, please drop a like. That will be greatly appreciated. Let's continue the discussion down below. Do you think DABI is Endeavour's son? If so, what do you think is gonna happen next chapter? Do you think he's gonna bring out some quirk bullets? Do you think he's just gonna burn Endeavour and not kill him on the spot, but you know, inflict more damage? Let me know in the comments below. Peace out, guys, and goodbye.